I'm joined now by Goran Djokovic, the uncle, and we spoke to you this morning on GBNews, and thank you for coming on. I know that you and other family members throughout the day have spoken about what's happened over the last few days, and you feel very aggrieved about the way Novak's been treated.
Yes, the last 6 days we make, Australian government make drama for the family Djokovic, and Novak, as you said, he never dreamed that somebody like he, 9-time champion, with regular visa, they forbidden him to get in. This is something I still cannot believe. This is like a dream for me. I think this is like a horror still. But you see, the things is changing from this morning, thanks to the courts and thanks to the judge who is doing his job, and we are very happy about that.
It was a long night, wasn't it? Because the hearing took about 7 hours in all, I think.
Yeah, I was surprised. I thought it will be like we see. I thought it will be only few hundreds of, I don't know, half an hour or something like that,
yeah.
But it's happened that it's last 7 hours.
So the judgment was there, and it could have been a moment for celebration, couldn't it, with, as I say, the legal bills being awarded against the Australian government, but there was a sting in the tail, and the sting in the tail was that the Immigration Minister, Hawke, in Australia still had the power to have Novak rearrested and deported. And during that moment in time, he was with his lawyer. I know you spoke to him. They put him under real pressure, didn't they?
Right. So in the meantime, he went to the office of the lawyers in the federal government building, and trying to understand what is the next step. Even the lawyer from the government, he's threatening in front of the judge. He's threatening that the Minister for Immigration can arrest again Novak. And Novak was shocked again, and the judge said again that and Novak is ready again to fight against this if he do something again, and he will ready again to fight against it. Anyway, it isn't easy. Novak is happy right now. He was on the court, and he's more than ready to play tennis, which is his job.
Well, do you think that's the end of it?
I hope so. 99% I think so, because I will be very surprised if they do something else.
Well, I think the Australian government have a considerable amount of egg on their face already. Now, there is one other question I must ask you, which is this. The positive PCR test, which was part of the criteria to get the visa to go into Australia, that positive PCR test, that test was conducted here in Belgrade on the 16th of December. That's when the test was done, and we've got the documents to prove that. And yet, on that day, and indeed on the 17th, there were a series of events, tennis events with young kids, etc., that Novak was photographed at. So did he attend those events knowing that he'd had a positive test? Yeah,
what I can tell you about that, I can tell you that he was, since the virus started to be around us, he has two times corona, once in 2020, once in December. This is what I understand. About the date, I have to ask Novak exactly about that. I understand that he has on the 16th, but, I don't know when he realized that he has the positive test. This is the only question.
So when he got the results, we don't know.
I don't know. I mean, I have to ask him, because we don't speak about that, So still, this could be the question, and I can understand that it should be after he, of course, he will never be with the kids, in the meantime, if something happened like that. 2 days before that, he was in the basketball match with the guy, with the basketball player who has corona, So this is relation and connection, and I don't know exactly the dates and everything. This is something Novak has to explain it. I'm sure that he has good explanation for that.
Okay. Now, 9 times he's managed to win the Australian Open, and we've got some of the trophies here behind us. Assuming that he's going to be playing in this event, is he going to win?
Yeah, we are very convinced, because his attitude and his mental strength is very known, and I know that players are not so happy he's back on the court, and some of them admit that,
Can I just say, Goran, thank you for joining us this morning and giving us the first reaction to the English-speaking world, and thanks again for joining us this evening.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You're coming from London here in Belgrade, and I know that it's your first time, and I think you will come more time, I'm sure, for good reason.
After the hospitality that I've received from you, I will almost certainly come again. The only regret, folks, is that I was doing so well with dry January, and then I met Goran, and it's all gone wrong.